Hey guys, Melon Man here. Just down at the water. Middle of February up here in the Great White North. But it's not too cold today. And I'm connecting to me, connecting to my center. And I just wanted to leave a very short message with you today about changing the way you're engaging with your life. You see, it only makes sense that the only way we're gonna get something different from our life is if we engage with our life in a different way. It's the only way it's gonna happen. Now, the thing is that whatever way we choose to begin a new engagement with our lives, we've got to be able to keep it up. If we start it and stop it and start it and stop it, it's not gonna do anything. We gotta try to get into this new way of being and keep it going consistently. So how are we going to be able to fuel this new lifestyle? And that's it. We've got to get a source of fuel in order to keep it going. I'm suggesting to you that what has to happen is you've got to get an eternal fuel source. If you want the changes in your life to last forever, then you've got to get into alignment with something that is forever. Does that make sense? Understand what has happened to you, to me, to all of us here. We're all in the same situation. We've all been taught by life some broken information, some false teachings, if you will. And it's not so much that someone has strategically tried to teach us false, although it does seem that way in a lot of cases. I'm not going to get into that can of worms today. What I want to talk about is what kind of happens naturally, but is also false. From when we are very young, our parents tell us, "You're a good boy, you're a good girl, oh, that's a great job, oh, keep doing that, oh, that's so excellent." We get an external reference point. We go to school, and then they start to teach us certain things in a certain way. Hey, learn this, and I'll give you an A. Hey, learn this, and I'll give you an A. Hey, learn this, and I'll give you an A. We do that for 10, 20 years of our life. And by living in that way, getting an external reference, our teacher giving us an A, our parents giving us an A, our coaches telling us we're doing a great job, our friends telling us we're doing a great job, then we get out into life And then if we have a nicer car, we're doing a great job. If we've got a bigger house than our neighbor, we're doing a great job. If we make more money than someone else, we're doing a great job. So we learn to compare and judge and get this external reference point. It's not like anyone did that to us. It's just the way life was. It's just the way life is. It's just the way three-dimensional reality rolls itself out. This is the manifest space. It comes from the unmanifest space. This is it. How else are we supposed to encourage our children to do the right things? We tell them they're doing a great job. But in the process of teaching our kids that way, we also teach them to look outside for their value. Do you see? It's a false teaching. It's not actually true. It separates us from the infinite bit that is within us. And that's the bit we need to tap into if we want to make a total life change that lasts forever. If you want to lose the weight and keep it off for good, if you want to get into fitness and nutrition and wellness, it's exercise and nutrition. But if we don't change our mind, we're going to fall right back into our old habits as soon as something happens in the life that takes us off track. Because you know it's going to happen. It's always going to happen. Things are always going to happen around us. This is the reality, the 3D reality. The things are going to happen around you. Don't be misled by what's happening around you. What is happening around you is not you. What other people are saying about you is not you. What you may have been thinking about yourself up to this point, that's your mind, that's your paradigms, that's what you've learned. That's not you. You have to find the true you. You need to find the internal source. The true teaching, not the false teaching, is that you are always in constant contact with the unlimited, with the all-knowing one. You have access to the infinite power. You can connect to it. You can find that internal space, but you've got to get still in order to find it. And when you're under the influence of foods, especially the more dense ones, and coffee, and alcohol, and sex, and relationships, when you're in the throes of what people are saying and doing, when you're problem solving, you're in your mind. You're not in the power. You're separating yourself from the power. Guys, we can all connect. We can all reconnect to the true source within us. We can all change our lives. Fasting is a bit of that. It's fasting of foods, coffee, alcohol, sex. It's fasting of all things. Screens, friends, engagement with certain people. It's fasting of foods and activities and behaviors and thoughts. It's coming to stillness. A stillness that can only be achieved in a quiet mind and a quiet body. When the body's not digesting, when the body's not creating bile and insulin and hydrochloric acid and mucus and all of the other things, enzymes that are a part of the digestive process. Taking a rest, a digestive rest, lighter foods, less dense foods, and taking the time, first thing in the morning, at the end of the day, to come into stillness. Just observing your breath. It's as simple as that, to return home to our source. We can all do it. The Melon Man here, guys. Heading back over to the gym, just getting my dog out for a little bit. Gonna get back and see clients, help people change their lives. That's what I do. If you need some help, reach out to me. And have yourself a super wonderful, terrific, awesome day.